Rapid fire player ratings. Spurs far more entertaining against Fulham. Much livelier start, generally more applied, much less sitting back, much less at a low block bus parking, whatever you want to call it. I don't think any of the coaches are immune from the sort of mood in the camp outside of their sort of Premier League top flight bubble. And it looked to me, I could be wrong, it may be a one-off, it may be a blip on the graph, but it looked to me like Spurs were doing more to make an effort this time round. Spurs go second, the Pierre-Emile Højbjerg hate club goes into hiding. Great decision to play Richarlison, who contributed to making it overall a more entertaining game, even if, frankly, his insane celebration was subject to a VAR reversal. The guy isn't that bright. You could see it was offside. It felt offside. The reaction from everybody else was that they're going to look at it. He went bonkers, kicked the ball into outer space, ran to the corner, threw his shirt off, generally, kissing everything and, genuflecting. And it was just torturous because you knew they were going to come back. But anyway, listen, he gave it a good go. And you've got to have him play. You've got to have him play. He's one of those guys. I'm still not convinced about him. Absolutely not convinced about him. But he does what he does. And the situation we're in at the moment, which is pretty iffy when it comes to, viewing things from a emotional perspective, like was it entertaining? Did I enjoy myself? Then he is a big plus column there. Romero defensively rusty for Fulham's goal, which has to be said was an atypical moment. It was a sensational goal. It's going to be on the match of the day thing or whatever. It's probably going to be goal of the week or goal of the month, something like that. Fulham undoubtedly, they were awkward to break down, but offensively they just didn't really have very much. Hugo Lloris made a world-class save moments later from the same attacking player from Fulham. Emerson was decent defensively, less so offensively, but that's not to say he was indecent. Eric Dyer was rock steady, absolutely, yeah, sure, but then Fulham didn't throw anybody at him, and they didn't have anybody to throw. Longlet was unremarkable in the main, I think that would be fair to say, and equally fair to say 237 times more useful than Ben Davies. Højbjerg, mentioned there previously, is being played in a slightly more forward position, and it is absolutely suiting him. Boy, is it suiting him. Solid opportunist goal. Bentancur is somebody else who also benefited from the faster pace, I would suggest, although his yellow was as imbecilic as Bissouma's last time out. He was also doing some sort of glary thing over nothing with some guy. He was clowning around. You've got to be 10 yards for a spot kick, and he just stood there and the Fulham player hit it against his shins and it went out for a throw-in. Referee eventually got involved. But this isn't sort of shithousery that we can applaud. It's just stupid. So I just wish that there was more about our midfield, and there really isn't. Special mention for Sessegnon, possibly one of the most unappealing footballers I've ever watched. I know he has his fans. I know lots of people are going to step in and defend him based on nothing, but that's your business. Gave the ball away, couldn't cross. I just think he looks ineffectual. I don't buy into him. I don't see him as a plausible character, if that makes any sense. We're treated to another Eric Dyer free kick that didn't work. Boy, we're sick of those, aren't we? Sonny looked far more at it today, certainly far more involved, very involved in the attacking third, created quite a bit, but still no goal. And we got a very slow walk off. The camera stayed away from him when he was back on the bench, and perhaps rightly so. But yeah, Spurs won. I got the score pretty much right. I said we'd win by 2 goals. I thought it'd be 2 or 3-0. Halfway house, 3-1. Yeah, Spurs are gone second. Things are improving on the entertainment value. That's it for now. Good luck. Keep it Tottenham.